What's up, guys? It's Rob Anderson with Dollar Moves, and I'd like to welcome you to another video. So in today's video, it's a super special one. It is the $1 house. That's correct. This is not clickbait. This is literally a $1 house. We bought it for $1 and we ended up selling it for tens of thousands of dollars. I'm gonna break it all down for you right here. You can kind of see, but make sure that you stick around to the end to see it all, to see how much we made, to see how long it was on the market for, all of that stuff. If you're interested in real estate, make sure to go sign up at dollarmoves.com/real estate, and I will contact you anytime I put out any of these videos, these types of videos, or anything about real estate investing I think can benefit you. So dollarmoves.com/real estate. Now, this whole dollar house thing, we actually have made, we documented it the whole way as we got the house. Like the day that I got the keys, I made a video for you guys. Before we got the keys, we made a video. Like when we went and saw the house for the first time, made a video, like did a walkthrough, all of that stuff. You can see all of that stuff if you go to dollarmoves.com/RE playlist. That's for real estate. So dollarmoves.com/RE playlist. That will take you through all of the videos, and you can see all the way through from beginning to fixing it up to the end when we sold it. So we actually didn't talk about the numbers in all of this throughout the time because I wanted to have it all here for you and let you see it all and see our first fix and flip. So with this house, we do wholesaling on real estate. We invest in real estate and we market to people to find people that are motivated sellers looking to sell their real estate. Maybe they want to get out of their real estate for whatever reason. Maybe they're being forced to, depending on their circumstances, but we market to those people. So we started getting a bunch of contact from people that had mobile homes, and they were mobile homes that were in parks, and we stayed totally away from all of that until we talked with these folks. When we talked with these folks, they were like, you know, we're just basically so done with this that we would just give it to you for free. At free, how do you say no thank you? We're not willing to go look at it, right? We had to go take a look at it. Well, Roy went and took a look at it, and we talked with a local gentleman who we were like, you know, what could a house like this go for or whatever, and we were just like, at free, we should take this just because of the, you know, unless it's some kind of money pit. Like if it looked like a money pit, obviously we would have left it alone. But at free, we got to at least take a look at this. And so this was something that we weren't even looking for that fell into our lap that, you know, again, we pushed away these previously in the past. And now looking back on it, totally wish that we would have not done that. So we went ahead, looked at this house, and we're like, you know, even if we bought this house and broke even, like the learning experience of doing that would be so worth it. So, you know, us making money through this, and we made great money for this. Like it was crazy. So one of the things we did before we said yes, we reached out to a local gentleman on, because we didn't just go, yeah, let's try everything, but we reached out, we did some research. We reached out to a local gentleman that buys and sells mobile homes and said, what do ones like this go for about? And he was like, you know, like between 1,000 to 7,000 or something like that, even if it's a wreck. It's like, okay, well, free. If we can get a couple grand out of this, like that would be great. And we were thinking the title was going to be more expensive, like when you buy a house. Totally different. I'll talk about it in just a second here. We did title for the house like this. We went in and we didn't even, no appointment. We walked in and walked out, and we owned a mobile home, and we did the same when we turned around and sold it not that long afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this now, show you all of the numbers that we went through all the way through. So we bought this house for $1. Let me show you here. This is my cool Post-it note. So this is a humongous Post-it note. Isn't that cool? So this is the what, the when, the amount that we paid for, and the total that we are at. So we bought the house on January 23rd of 2019 for $1, literally $1. And so at that point, our total is negative $1. The next thing we did, same day, there's a couple of things we had to do same day. And so the next thing, like I said, was to transfer the title. Actually, I'm going to go down to the stuff, all the stuff that we had to do same day. So we had to transfer the title. And again, that was going to a place that they used to do it at the DMV. They don't do it at the DMV anymore. It's this other place. I can't remember the name currently, but I can find it for you if we do a course or something like that. I can tell you what all that's called. But so we went in and we literally got a number, went up with the owners, the previous owners of the house, and just so you know, like, it was the brother. His brother had died, and they were the ones who were left dealing with his estate, and so they just didn't want to have anything else to do with it. They were done with it. So we went in with them, and we did a bill of sale, and went through, and we did our title, gave them $1 the only reason we gave $1, they were giving it to us for free. We did $1 to cement it, to show that there was a transaction, a monetary transaction, to make it a business transaction. So that was our idea, to do it for $1. So it's really the free house, which is crazy. So we went ahead and we transferred the title the same day, got our keys same day, and that was $125. So now we're down to negative $126. We spent $126. The next thing you have to have in mobile home parks, you have to have a background check. They do a background check, like criminal background check, and then they also do, they check to make sure that your funds are good, that you have enough money in the bank. And so we had them do that to be able to do the storage there, to be accepted, to allowed to work there, and to have like space rent or storage rent is what it was called then. We had to pay a $35 fee to have them do the background check, which took a few days for it to go through. But at this point, we've spent $161. That's all on day one. So $161. We have a mobile home. We have keys to it. They're going through the background check, but we were pretty sure, that we had no issue as far as our background, so we knew that was going to be good. The next thing that we had to do, we assessed the situation, we figured out what needs to be done to this house. We were pretty sure, because they had already emptied out all the stuff in there, that all we were going to have to do was to, the one guy recommended just clean it up, and you could probably get about $7,000. And so we were like, okay, cool. So we were just going to go in there and do cleaning supplies and everything and go to town. Well, then we ended up having him come out again, and he saw how the house looked, and he was like, oh, this is much nicer. You could get over $10,000 for it. And I think he said about $15,000, something like that. And so our eyes are like lighting up, like, yeah, man, like if we just clean this up, we can get that. And so we were like, well, what if we threw in a little more, like to ourselves? What if we threw in a little more, actually rehabbed it? There was wood paneling. If you saw the videos, again, dollarmoves.com/RE playlist. It'll have the walkthrough of the house of the before. It was dirty, nasty, and very dark looking. But we were like, what if we lighten this up and put in new fixtures and just make it look nicer? Like, we could probably do much more than, $16,000. Or even if we do put the amount in and we get a quick $16,000, like, I mean, we're thinking like a couple grand. If we put a couple $1,000s into this investment, what's it gonna, if we get 15, 16, 17,000 or whatever, then, perfect. So we were like, okay, well, we talked to him. We were super excited at that point that this is looking like a $16,000 up to $16,000 price on this house. And we're like, okay, well, this is cool. So the next thing we did, we went and we got paint, we got fixtures, we got those lighting fixtures, the light bulbs, all the cleaning supplies. We borrowed a pressure washer. We had a vacuum and shampooer that we got from the thrift store, super cheap. So we had everything that we needed to upgrade it to what we thought. Of course, there were some times where we went and got more stuff or added to, and so we did have times where we did that. So this is sort of a throughout. There's no time frame on this one, but our rehab supplies and cleaning supplies, paint, etc. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So we spent $897.83. That's it. Like, I was stoked when I saw this, because I thought that we spent more than that, but getting all these numbers together for this, I was like, okay, that's really, really cool. So that was throughout the entire project. You know, and I did say we purchased it on the 23rd, and we got the phone call on the 18th. So 5 days after hearing about it, we were in this house, like owning it. So with the $897.83, that puts our grand total of money out of pocket at $1,058.83. So the next thing that we had to do, we had to pay space rent. We ended up getting approved by the park, and they were like, yeah, you can be here, your background check's good, all that. So the monthly space rent for here, and they didn't call it space rent because there was no one living in it. It was storage. So that is, at their park, it's $580 a month. So the $580 a month, that put us at spending $1,638.83. So still, we're under $2,000. And a cool thing about it too, we got in there on the 23rd. We still had the space rent from the 23rd until the end of the month was still free for us. So that was a really cool extra little value in there. So another thing that we did, because we wanted to try and make this all, I should back up. When I talk about the rehab supplies and all of that, that was done on my Home Depot credit card that has a 90 days, or no, it's a 1 year same as cash. I think it's a 1 year same as cash if you spend over $299. So this was just paid back as soon as we sold it. So I did put it in the amount that came out of pocket, and I do just pay back at the end, but just so you know, this is literally not out of pocket. So we're still only out of pocket like, what, $800 something, something like that. So, but at this point, we're just to keep things simple, we're gonna say we spent $1,638.83. So the next thing that we did, like I was saying, because we've tried to do our real estate with as little to no money out of pocket as possible. And so what we did was we did a loan from family for $700 to help buffer the space rent. And we told them that we would borrow that money and pay them back 10% on top of their money once the house sells. So we took out a loan from family for $700. And once we did that, that brings our number back up to, so we had that cash in hand, and that brings our number up to $938.83 spent out of our pocket. And again, if you take into account the $897 from the Home Depot is on a credit card, that puts it at like $50, you know, like a little less than $50. So the next thing, we did have some electricity and utilities. This came a little bit at the end, but I wanted to add this in so that we had sort of everything in there. But the electricity and utilities total, and this came on February the 15th. It was $46. So it was like really a nothing number, but I want you guys to see all the numbers that are in here. So at that point, we're up to $984.83 spent. The next thing, so we, let's see if I'm there. Okay, I'm at Earnest Money now. So up to this point, we had got the house all ready to sell. And then it was like we were going. We had rehabbed the whole house, got everything going. We were going at 1,000,000 miles an hour because we're just like racing the clock, even though it was sort of like a proverbial clock, because we didn't have like a time frame. We still had a decent amount of time. And so, but we just wanted to get this done, see how it was going to be. We didn't know how long it was going to take, so we wanted to get it done as fast as possible. That is one thing that we didn't work into this, is that we don't have our time added in. So our time for our labor it was my brother and I. And so while I do know that that is a value, to us, we were learning and we were like, okay, this is fine. We'll make the money in the end. It's like the way entrepreneurs think. It's not like how much per hour am I getting? It's more of, we'll make the money out of the profits in the end. And so we don't add that stuff in. But so up to this point, we got the house all ready to sell. And let me see here. I got some other notes. We put it up to sale on February the 5th of 2019. That's exactly 13 days after we got the keys to the house. And as I told you, we had decided that, 16,000, we can get at least 16,000. And we thought, well, what if we add to it, just like how you do with when you decide to negotiate. You want to put a price out there that's higher and then have your low and meet somewhere in the middle, hopefully, But if they take it at retail, which is what these guys did, then that's awesome. So what we decided to do, we were just kind of playing with numbers, kind of figuring it out, and we decided to go to $22,500. That was our asking price. So we asked $22,500, and we did not know if that was going to be something that could happen or not. It was a 1974, I believe. It was an older single-wide mobile home. And so we were going, can we get $22,500 for it? I don't know, let's throw it out there and see what happens. So we put it up, and once we had put it up, we had it out on the 5th of February, and then we're just sitting. All of a sudden we go from going a million miles an hour to sitting and like, okay, what's next, right? Like it was just marketing and getting the house to sell. But then you're in this house and there's nothing left to do. But we did have 8 people came through from when we put it for sale till 3 days later when we got our earnest money check, which was for $500. So we have the $500 at this point. That puts us at $484.83 out of pocket. So this is non-refundable earnest money. That means that gives them the option to buy. We put it kind of on hold while they're getting approved to be in the park or not. And if they don't get approved to be in the park, we keep the $500. We did have the opportunity to have other people coming through and say, hey, we would like to be next in line. Here's $500 for no refund. But we didn't have that end up happening. So that happened on the 8th. Again, 3 days after we put it up. They had to go through the process of getting approved and all that. That was a Friday, I believe. And so we expected it to go through on a Tuesday because he had a great background and he was getting money from the state every month. So he showed fine on the finances. The next thing we sold once he got it, once he was approved, on the 13th of February, we got the rest of the money, which was a $22,000 check. And now at this point, we are ahead $21,515.17. Like, come on, give me some, right? Freaking real estate, it's crazy. So then we had $21,515. We paid back our family their loan. So again, we borrowed $700 from them. We paid them back $770, and that puts us at a total profit of $20,745.17. Another cool thing about the date that it sold, when we sold it on the 13th of February, that was exactly 3 weeks to the day from when we got the house to when we gave it back. We made $20,000, $745.17. That's pre-tax money, but it's also after all other expenses. So besides taxes, all the other expenses were taken care of with that. That's what we got. So that was the dollar house. That is the kind of thing that like real estate can do. And this was us bumbling it around. What if we'd been looking out there for these kinds of things? What if we had accepted the idea to try some of these ones where people were like, hey, I've got a house, or I've got a mobile home in a park, and we would have said, oh, let's check it out, because we never did, because we thought we knew. So hopefully this kind of thing opens up your eyes about real estate. Again, go to dollarmoves.com/real estate, sign up for the email newsletter there. There's nothing like for sale right now. I do have something cool. My brother and I actually did a long interview about the whole process that we went through, and we sat down and I just talked with him back and forth and interviewed him about it. And we talked about the things we learned and all that stuff, and it was really cool because this was a first for us on the fix and flip. We've been doing other stuff through real estate, but for this and for a mobile home and for a dollar house, like nobody can tell us now that you can't buy a house for $1. And to make $20,745.17 in a 3-week period, like that's crazy. Like that's such cool money for something when you don't know anything. All right, you guys, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this inspires you to see like the possibilities of other streams of income, of stuff like, you know, you're driving by real estate every day, all day long, whenever you're out driving by a house. There's opportunities out there that maybe you don't know about. I mean, we didn't know about this one. We were looking for something else, but we put ourselves out there for it, and these other ones came up. So this is super low risk to get into. And you know, you're probably not going to find $1 a lot, but what if your investment is, you know, $5,000, $2,000, $10,000? We made $20,000. There's a lot of people that are rehabbing houses that have gone through the whole thing, that are, you know, their money is tied up, hundreds of thousands of dollars are tied up for months to rehab a house to get the same kind of return. So think about that. It's out there for you. If you want to learn more about that, I'm going to be getting more information together about the whole mobile home idea. We've done more stuff since this. We've got things going. We've got some cool systems and things going on. So make sure to sign up at the dollarmoves.com/real estate, and I will contact you whenever I put out anything. If I make available the other video of Roy and I going through, which I probably will at some point for a cost, but and with some other things. Like I've got some things brewing. I want to see how excited people get. If you can't get excited over $20,000, $20,000, almost $21,000 after expenses with mobile homes, that most people think, oh, mobile homes, like they're not even looking over there because too many people, their nose is up at that type of stuff. So that means that it's going to be even easier to find the money. So again, dollarmoves.com/real estate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share it around, man. Let other people know. There's a lot of opportunity out there. And I hope that this sparks that in you to understand and think about and look at things a little differently than maybe you wouldn't have previously. But yeah, do share this. Again, thumbs up, like, comment. Let me know down below. What do you think? Do you think this is real? Do you think it's a BS? Do you think this is possible? Do you think it's a one-off? What do you think? Do you think that you could do it? Do you think it happens in your town? Like anything. I'm really curious to know what you guys think about this, because this is the proof. Your brain will tell you whatever you want to believe. So if you believe it can't happen, you'll say, bullshit, this stuff isn't real. If you believe it can happen, this is going to be like gasoline on a fire for you, and you're going to be like, how do I learn the next thing? I want to do this. You know what I mean? So again, you guys, make sure to subscribe. I'll be putting out new videos, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber always. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.